office, laptop, equipment, everything, which we can see, which we can touch is physical resources, right? So normally, the employer, they feel like you want to develop your own business, right? So when you develop your own business and you might be giving better salaries, infrastructure, office equipment, everything. So these all will come under tangible resources. But there is another resource which is called intangible resource, and most of the employer they miss that. And intangible resource means the culture, association, feelings, motivation, bonding, empowerment with your team, mindset. So this is also very right. So imagine the case. I mean, Amira is there. So most of the husbands they feel that they have given the house, the pocket money, the servants, everything, but they live in United States of America and their wife are living in GCC. No, you have to give the time. You have to understand the feeling of your wife, right? So similarly, when you are an employer, you need to understand the feelings of your employee. As Brother Pradeep used to say that we need to understand the pulse of that employee, right? So this is very important. That comes under intangible resources. So, sir, when we draw the pyramid of intangible resources, the most important resource which we do not see, which we do not touch, is the time. Right? So today we are discussing the management of time. How should we manage our time? So we have some models. The first model we should discuss is priority matrix. This is very simple, and obviously we know this thing very well, but when we learn through proper mapping, proper, when we think on a paper, then we learn more obviously. So there is a scientist who says that you have to allocate your task on the basis of two different variables, importance and urgency. So if you feel that there is an importance is high and urgency is also high, you should plan those tasks on urgency basis and you should deal by your own self. Do it immediately. If the importance is high and the urgency is also high. So if there is a task whose their importance is also high, but urgency is low, you should schedule somewhere. Note it down on your diary, mobile, assign an alarm, right? You must schedule it because normally what we do, we have this thing in our mind that this task is important, but the urgency is low. So we think that we can do it later, but later we will forget it. So the author says that we should schedule it, draw a schedule, write on some sticky notes, on some diary, right? So that you should remember it. Then further he says that if the importance is low, but the urgency is high, you should delegate it. By the way, this is one of my favorite point, delegation. I mean, most of the people I have seen that they do not delegate their tasks. They feel like they should do everything by their own self. No. When you feel that the importance is low, but the urgency is high, you should delegate. Right? Delegation, it has twofold purpose. The first thing, it will increase the team empowerment. When you delegate your work to your team, they feel sense of empowerment, sense of association, sense of belongingness, right? And also it will help you to pay more concentration toward those tasks which has high importance as well as high urgency. So if there is a task which has low importance as well as low urgency, just delete it, brother. Delete it means, right? Because when you delete those tasks, you will be more focusing towards those which has high importance as well as high urgency. Now imagine those people who do not do their work, who do not allocate their tasks according to their map. Now I have seen many students because my profession is training, teaching. So I've seen many students. They do those tasks which are less important and less urgency, right? Even they are opening the book, right? The material is in front of them and they are using their TikTok. So they are doing those tasks which are very less important and very less urgent. So you need to delete those tasks so that you should be focused toward your specific task, right? So I need your evaluation, your comment on these maps. So we start from Brother Pradeep. That how would you criticize it? How would you evaluate it? Or how does it help us in our daily routine in time management?
No importance and emergency also a concern.
Yes.
Maybe of no priority.